So, Patrick, nice to see you. Indeed. I think in real it's been 2-3 years now since, or no, maybe something like that, 1-2 years. It became virtual, through Zoom. But nice to see you again. Exactly. Yes.
And thank you so much, Khodi, because it's a pleasure for me. And if I'm here, it's because you are here. And you make a great and fabulous work for this company, Artifort. And without you, it's a real pleasure. It's a passion.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, this year we have a novelty, the moon. You designed this piece actually a few years ago. And the development has taken some time. How do you feel about it? What is your impression about it and everything?
Yeah, but you know, for me, it's to respect your job, and to design a product for Artifort is to respect the DNA. It's the reason why I'm thinking about this armchair, and I present to you 3 years ago, was before this COVID episode, and we spent a lot of time because the key for Artifort product is the comfort. Of course, there's the design, the shape, it's cultural product, but we spent a lot of time together to thinking about the comfort and to be sure in the end the client receive a very comfortable product. And we're working a lot together for that. It's one of the very important part of the DNA of the Artifort, comfort.
Indeed, I think this chair is a very good example of something which is almost a piece of art, a sculpture, and something which is very comfortable and very utilitarian. Can you tell us a little bit the inspiration about the chair and feel comfortable for us to stand and walk around it?
Yeah, the design and the inspiration was to have in the end of the day something something come back from Artifort DNA, but very sculptural, like a very generous shape between the comfort and the shape, and something very simple to understand. But when we fit inside, it's like very cocoon, it's like very comfortable, and it's a balance between Artifort history, modernity, and I try to all the time to thinking about timeless. Timeless is important too, because all the Artifort product, you mix vintage, not vintage, but very old product heritage from Pierre Paulin, and to combine with the modernity and new product. This is Artifort. There is no limit. You know, you mix all the different culture together, and all the product is always perfect. It's a timeless product. And this is important for me to thinking about that. And I think Mood, I hope, will be in the same history about that.
Exactly. Now I want us to get up, and you have to turn this chair around, because from every angle I think it's beautiful. You know, in a way, if I see this design, it doesn't have a bad side. The front is as important as the back, and the back as important as the front. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's true, because a product like that live inside, in an apartment or hotel, and it's like a mini architecture, you know. And it's very important when you see this kind of product in the space to be sure all the different surface, all the different angle is pretty. It's a beautiful sculptural pieces, and we spend a lot of time to change some curves, some radius, to be sure when you turn the object, it's perfect. It's a sculptural object too, but not only, because the comfort is the first one. It's the first step. And of course we introduce different legs because the market is open. You can sell Artifort for the contract, but in the same time a residential market. And this is Artifort, is the reason why we have this version. You can move, you can imagine in an airport, in a waiting room, in a hotel, and you have this 4 legs. It's totally different. It's 2 different attitude. It's 2 different typology of products.
Patrick, as you know, the incredible DNA of Artifort, its history, its heritage, the points of timelessness, what you were talking about. We believe that in many ways we're trying to create history. And in that context, what is your impression? And I hope that in a few years this will be a part of that history and about that whole heritage and timelessness. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's true. I think this market is not cheap market, And when you spend money to buy an armchair for Artifort, another company, but specifically in Artifort, you need to buy a piece of art, a piece of value, and the value is important. And every Artifort product is come from the heritage, and when you spend money on this kind of product, it's an investment. It's a very important part of the culture. You buy something from the culture. The Pierre Paulin is very trendy now because you buy a part of the past, and we try to do the same maybe with Moon too. It's of course comfortable, sculptural object, the design is pretty, the curve is nice, but it can be very strong in the future too because it's a part of the culture. And this world changed a lot, and I believe we are designer. It's simple job, but the responsibility we have is to reintroduce the culture of the production, the manufacturing, and the elegance. Everything is a culture, and I think it's very important to think about that. And it's the dialogue we have all the time when we work together.
Well, thank you very much, Patrick. It was nice to see you again, this time in Rio.
For a long time.
Hopefully.
Thank you so much, Khodi.